Oh, good morning. Yeah, snuck in. Good to see you. Oh, I want to start today off again with a little joke. Two doctors and an HMO manager die and line up together at the pearly gates. One doctor steps forward and tells St. Peter, "As a pediatric surgeon, I saved hundreds of children." St. Peter lets him enter. The next doctor says, "As a psychiatrist, I help thousands of people live better lives." St. Peter tells him, "Go ahead." The last man says, "I was an HMO manager. I got countless families cost-effective health care." St. Peter replies, "You may enter, but," he adds, "you can only stay for 3 days, and after that you can go to hell." Well, today I'd like to read to you from Ephesians chapter 5, verses 25 through 33. "Husbands, love your wives, just as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her, to make her holy, cleansing her by washing with water through the word, and to present her to himself as a radiant church, without stain or wrinkle or any other blemish, but holy and blameless. In the same way, husbands ought to love their wives as their own bodies. He who loves his wife loves himself. After all, no one ever hated their own body, but they feed and care for the body, just as Christ does the church. For we are members of his body. For this reason, a man will leave his father and mother and be united to his wife, and the two will become one flesh." This is a profound mystery, but I'm talking about Christ and the church. However, each one of you must also love his wife as he loves himself, and the wife must respect her husband. I know that these verses that I just read, the emphasis is towards husbands in a marriage. But I think that this can also pertain to anyone who is in a relationship, especially in today's world. So many people choose not to marry, and there's a lot of relationships, and there's the premarital relationships, but a lot of people living together. So, and then in today's world, we also see there is way too much abuse towards women. Not only physical abuse, but emotional and spiritual as well. A man who does this is truly evil, a partner of Satan. You may say, "Hey, Jack, now that's a little bit harsh." But I would say to the man that commits these acts that if they could put Satan behind them and find the love of Jesus in their hearts, if they can't do that, then they have no business being in a relationship, because their relationship is false. We see here in Scripture, husbands, love your wives, or we can say boyfriends also, love your girlfriends, just for my sake here. Just as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her. How did Christ love the church? He gave himself up for it. He laid down his life for it. A man who wants to be in a true relationship should also be ready to do the same for the one he loves. The man who obtains authority over a woman through hate is truly not a man. The only authority a man has over a woman should be founded on his love for her. May God's light shine upon you, my friends, and you stay frosty out there.